With the anti-Wall Street protests in the fourth week now, demonstrators' voices are only getting louder and spreading wider, it seems. From coast to coast in dozens of cities, people have been taking to the streets to demand an end to the fat cat culture.
New York's financial district has now reached its fifth day.
In New York 3 weeks ago have now grown into a nationwide rally engulfing a growing number of U.S. cities every day. Demonstrators inspired by the Arab Spring demand an end to social inequality and corporate greed.
Voices are occupying what they've dubbed Liberty Park.
New York, and the movement is suddenly picking up steam all across the country. The demonstrators are critical of the growing economic gap in the United States. They say they take their inspiration from the Arab Spring, those protests that overthrew governments and dictators and continue to cause massive chaos in the Middle East and Africa. But in the beginning, here in New York,
They march, and despite
Mobilizations that started in New York are spreading and now some of the most affected by the nation's economic
Up to
crisis.
15,000 Americans flooded lower Manhattan. Labor unions, transport workers, teachers, nurses, and U.S. veterans standing shoulder to shoulder with young activists, spearheading a fight against U.S. wealth inequality and corporate greed.
We didn't take our cue off of anybody, really. It became a more spontaneous movement. As far as seeing this end, I would like to see it end. I'd like to see the conversation continue. This is what we should have been talking about after 2008 when the economy collapsed. We basically patched a hole on the tire and said, yeah, let the car keep going.
It's a step-by-step process. This is the early stages of not just a national movement, this is an international movement. 108 cities around the world, over 70 cities in the United States. We know wealth inequality is wrong. We know corporate greed needs to be reined in. We know, in fact, that there's a corporate greed at work in the prison-industrial complex, the military-industrial complex, the corporate media complex, and Wall Street. We're looking for the connection, but we're trying to do it in such a way that we keep alive the best of democracy. It has to do with a love for ordinary people and trying to ensure that our elites are democratically accountable.